Welcome to a few minutes together on the Parsha. This Shabbos, we have the privilege of reading the second Parsha in Chumash Shmos, Parshas Vayera, which begins where last week's Sedra left off. And it starts out, Vayedaber Elokim el Moshe, Vayomer Elov ani Hashem. And God spoke harshly to Moshe and said, I am Hashem, who is faithful to pay back both reward and punishment. And as Rashi comments, this has to do with the previous Sedra, because Moshe asked God, Lama Hari Osala Amazeh, why did you do bad to this nation? So Hashem gives him a little bit of a patch by telling him, Vaydaber. He speaks harshly to him. But the very next pasuk begins, Va'era el Avraham el Yitzchak ve'el Yaakov. And I appeared to Avraham, to Yitzchak, and Yaakov. Rashi, we all know, he was the master of the terse verse. And he always played the game, I guess you could say, you'll excuse me, of jeopardy. That is, he gave answers, and we were supposed to try to figure out the questions, and then, by seeing what he wrote, understand what his question was. So here, it says in the pasuk, Va'era el Avraham el Yitzchak ve'el Yaakov, and I appeared to Avraham, to Yitzchak, and to Yaakov. And Rashi comments, Va'era, and I appeared el ha'avos, to the forefathers. What was bothering Rashi? And what did he answer? If he answers and says, who did I appear to? But that says it openly in the pasuk. I appeared to the Avraham, to Yitzchak, and Yaakov. So Rashi tells us, el ha'avos, to the forefathers. Do we not know that Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov were the forefathers? What is Rashi telling us? What is he adding that we didn't already know? What does this cryptic little comment of Va'era, and I appeared, and Rashi says, El ha'avos, to the forefathers, add to the entire sentence and its understanding? It would seem it adds nothing. The Sifsei HaChamim himself was in a quandary to explain what Rashi meant, and he says, well, he just shortened down the verse. Instead of saying, Va'era el Avraham Yitzchak el Yaakov, he shortened it down to, and I appeared to the forefathers. That doesn't really leave us too satisfied, because we still left with the same question. Why does Rashi comment to shorten it down? We could have done that on our own. There are a number of interesting approaches to this. I'd like to quote only one tonight and today. We're speaking about the word El Ha'avos, and the Chassam Sofer comes along, and he says, when it said El Ha'avos, he wasn't just talking about the forefathers, but he took the word Rashi meant to say Avos from the word Ava. The etymological derivation of the word Avos is from the Hebrew word Ava, like it says later on by Paro, Velo Ava L'shalcham. He didn't want to send them out. And the word Ava means chafetz, want. So the Chazam Sofer says that Rashi is answering the following question. Why did Hashem appear to Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov? What motivated Hashem's presence to our forefathers? Weren't there others that God could have appeared to? Why only did he appear to Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov? The Chassam Sofer says because Avos. They wanted to develop a close spiritual connection with the Borei Olam, with the creator of the world. And when Hashem saw that they wanted to develop this closeness, he came to them. Miloshon Ava, wanting. And the Chassam Sofer goes even a step further. He goes back to last week's Sedra, in which God said to Moshe, Ehye asher ehye. What does it mean, said the Ramban? It means I will be with the one who wants to be with me. The one who says, I will be with God, God says, I will be with him. That's the way the Chassam Sofer explains Avos. Why did Hashem appear to Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov? because they had inner desire. They wanted to be close to Hashem. And that desire was fulfilled when Hashem himself came close to them. The Mesilas Yesharim makes a comment when speaking about spirituality and closeness to Hashem in the very first parak in the Path of the Just. The Ramchal, Rav Moshe Chaim Luzzatto Zichrono Livracha, says as follows: if may ayin tovo hachochma hazos belev ha'odam im lo yivakshena, where will the closeness of the spirituality with God possibly come from unless we seek it? So at the very beginning of Parshas Vayera, which begins to speak about the plagues and the redemption from Mitzrayim, Hashem is telling us, you want redemption? You want me to appear? You want to have a sense of godliness about you? How much do you seek it? And if we will only seek it, if we will only seek to be close to Hashem, He in turn will be close to us. Powerful message of developing a strong spiritual tie with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Have a wonderful Shabbos.